I've 329 Facebook leads. I've spent 26,000 since January at Facebook. I've signed up 41 clients since January. All the new cases that come in, they can just pick them up and run with it. The rest of the system is really good. The VA system that I have in the Philippines, that's turned out great.
Welcome to my legal academy, helping lawyers work smart, scale fast, and enjoy life.
William, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing, Sam?
Very good.
Where I'm falling off on tracking my leads is I signed up for that Google ad LSA account with Yevgeny, which is awesome. It's working out great. But I'm not tracking all those Google calls, so I don't know which ones are coming in from Google, like purely, or at least, I guess I do know which one it is, but I don't have the numbers for it,
Okay, that's fair.
Like for my Excel, it's easy for Facebook because I can look at my Excel spreadsheet. I've 329 Facebook leads, 26K. I've spent 26,000 since January at Facebook. I've signed up 41 clients since January. Some of those 41, though, I have to go back and see which ones came from Google probably as opposed to Facebook. It's only a handful. It's probably only 5 right now from Google. But I've spent another 20K at Google and LSA advertising.
Today,
but it is working because I'm getting these calls. My niche practice is that railroad work, Sam. Mm-hmm. And I'm coming up number 1 on that, and I'm getting calls from railroaders all over the country now. It's working. Yeah.
Is that SEO?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's the that Google My Business guy that you turned me on to.
Nice.
Yeah. And so I signed up a Las Vegas car semi accident, which should be profitable, I think. And then 2 good Utah cases for railroad guys, big cases. So it's working. Even if those 3, boom, the investment's already paid itself. Yeah.
Nice. What phone service are you using for the calls for Google Ads?
Open phone.
Okay. So Open Phone has it.
A tracker.
Yeah, it just shows how many calls come in and all that stuff. But I want to get this off your hands. You hired on Upwork before, right, Billy?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
good. So put up a job post today for a Google Analytics for expert. Google Analytics, just essentially, it's like the number 1 tracking tool online. So if they can know how to Google Analytics works, they can essentially, it's easy to track anything else. They could easily go into Open Phone as long as you give them the objective. You're clear with them. I'm running Google Ads. I'm running Facebook ads. I'm using Open Phone for my phone service. I just need to know these numbers. How much am I spending per source? How many leads am I getting per source? What's my cost per lead? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. These are my phone service that I use. This is my Google Sheets. This is my landing pages, et cetera. I'll give all that and just say, go figure it out and put it into a Google Sheet for me. And just to let them do it for you and then to give you a monthly report for each source.
Yeah.
And then you just give them access to everything.
Yeah.
So just do that. That's what you need. You need clarity at this point.
I do.
Yeah. Michael says LSA has a report where you can see who called you from where. Just need to reconcile. Exactly. But again, you just give it to this guy, the Open Phone, the Google LSA, the landing page, the Facebook ads account, etc. If you just do it over a Zoom and you just talk it out, give out everything that they need. Do that. This kind of expert is like $20, maybe $20 an hour, maybe even cheaper. Just give them whatever, 10 hours a week. 10 hours a week times 20 bucks a week times 4, $800 a month to get clarity. That clarity will be worth way more than $800 a month. How many intakers?
Yeah, so I hired a new staff attorney. She's awesome. She's experienced, so I can just hand off cases to her, which is what my goal was.
Amazing.
I hired her paralegal from her old firm as well. So they're a team. So I basically hired a team, that's really what I want. Yeah. I'm scared, Sam, but I put it, your mantra was in my brain. So I got to get this off my chest, these cases. And then I hired an intaker who's taken all the calls. It's been the last few weeks. It's been about 3 weeks. I think now he's getting his
Screw on.
Get under them and trying to sign. So
this part is risky though. Just one intaker.
yeah.
If it doesn't show up, then you're screwed. So today go hire another one.
Okay. And then do you do it by hours? I know I've asked this question before, but do you guys do it by hours? Like, what's the best practice there? Like
Hours plus incentives. Here, I'll just send you a note so you could just print out, and it's just about incentives, things like that. I'll give you clarity about that. I think we talked about it before multiple times. But what's your goal for June?
So I have to onboard the paralegal. She starts next week. And then the other lawyer has been really good. So then just get those two going on the new cases and get them more independent. It's only been about 2 weeks for the new attorney. But once I think they stand up together and it's team, I'll be able to do it. Just the cases will come in and they'll go directly to those two. So that's my goal, is to stand them up, and hopefully by the end of June have them running all the new cases that come in. They can just pick them up and run with it. The rest of the system is really good. The VA system that I have in the Philippines, that's turned out great. They've figured out, they'll take initiative now and order records and all that stuff that needs to get done for these cases. And so with them and these two new people, I think, especially for all these car accident cases, it's going to be independent. Like you've said from the beginning, and they can start cranking those out. I can just focus on some of the bigger ones and then focus on this project, obviously.
And one other thing I want you to do is to create a do not do list. Okay, things I'm currently doing that I don't want to be doing. Damn,
that list might be a little too long for me. I don't know.
Good. You'll write it down and you'll prioritize the ones that you really, really, really don't want to at all. So maybe narrow it down to the top 3. And then intake, in your welcome intake or whatever, whenever you onboard a new client, just ask, how'd you first hear about us?
Yeah.
And let them answer either Google search or Facebook/Instagram. Right away, now you have a second source to evaluate. And again, that will be the Google Analytics expert. That'll be another source that you tap into.
So is this Google Analytics person who does it on a monthly basis will give me that type of reporting?
Yeah, there's some upfront work that you'll hand over on Zoom.
Yep.
And he goes and does it and gives it back to you, and at that point on a monthly basis.
Got it. Okay, I understand.
Yeah. And these are the things for each source we need from each source.
Yep.
And we'll see. We'll put Google versus Facebook up against each other and see which one is. It seems like both are going to be very, very profitable. So I wouldn't cut anything out, but maybe potentially it's going to lead you to realize that one of them is much better than the other. In that case, okay, let's go spend more on the second source. Cool. Good stuff, really.
Can I ask one just kind of brainstorming question for you guys and anybody else that might do this, because you guys are on the business?
Yeah, please.
So for those guys that don't know, I have a subspecialty of railroad work. And so like guys get hurt on the job, they're covered by special federal law. So that's kind of my niche practice. Those tend to be bigger cases. I get a ton of calls from these railroad guys about filing for disability. In truth, it's really easy for them to file for disability. But I want to monetize it, because if I can collect even just $1,000, $2,000, something for helping them do that. And now that I have staff that I could, paralegals and stuff that I can farm that out on, I guess I'm answering my own question. Yeah. How can I set up a system and automate it? It's really easy. It's just request the application, get the records, put it together and send it in. There's no brainer there, but like the value for it is like 2,500. I don't know if that's just something like that, because honestly, those are probably the most calls I get. And normally I just walk them through and I just tell them how to do it. But I want to monetize it since those are coming in. Yeah.
So value 2,500.
I don't know if that's too much or not, but yeah, something like that, I would say. I'm doing it for free now, so anything above.
Okay, so let's just say 2,500. How many per month?
I would say at least 5.
That comes out to like 12K a month.
Yeah.
Hey, hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you're a lawyer and you're looking to work smart, scale fast, and enjoy life, Right below this video, you'll find a link to book a call to speak to my team so we can tell you how we've been able to help over 500 law firm owners scale their law firm. Now back to the video.
What are the resources that's needed? That's people, time, whatever. What's needed?
Yeah, it's just paralegal records requesting. So it's really just a person requesting the medical records. Yeah, it's just a pure VA work. It's no legal work. Yeah.
Okay. Automated completely. Okay, great. Yeah. So what I would do, yeah, worth experimenting. See if it goes anywhere. It could be a side little side hustle. Just a VA who you call disability client manager. So hire one VA Philippines disability manager, essentially, or disability client manager.
Yeah.
Their goal is to serve 5 clients a month, and if you do, they'll return $1 for you. So that's that. That's number 1. 2 is your form builder. Do you have a form builder to collect the information?
Not yet, no.
Job form.
Okay.
Start with the lowest plan until you start using it, then you can upgrade later, just on a monthly basis until you make sure that you actually use it. So create a job form of the questions to onboard new clients. Job form is really easy. Either VA can do it for you. I don't want you to get stuck on this, or submit a request. I think I'm sure somebody on our team could create it for you, but simple. Start from scratch. Either classic form has all the questions in one shot, or one question at a time, usually like this one. Simpler. I'll show you an example. So for my LLC stuff, just taking one question at a time. What's your name? What's the name of the business? What type of entity, etc. You create this once. Very simple. You just drop off elements here on the left side, drop it off here, and then in the settings you say, hey, email it, send the PDF, etc. to whoever, and then you just have the VA kind of managing it. The VA uses your CRM. Just make sure that client onboarded, or new client, intake completed, document completed, filed, status updated, collected, settled, retained, whatever. Kind of create the pipeline of completion and let VA handle.
And what are best practices for payment? Do you guys take like half up front, or the whole thing up front, or pay at the end, or how do you guys do that?
Does anybody do disability?
Or one-off legal service? I just don't. I do all contingency, right? So it's easy. It's just end of the case. But like, anybody do one-off services in this way? Like, what's the good practice for that?
Yeah, I think Social Security disability is contingency.
Is it?
Yeah, I believe so.
For what though? What's the number?
I believe it's a percentage. No, I don't practice there, but I refer cases from my workers' comp practice. I believe it's when you apply until you're approved, they get a percentage of that amount of earnings. So it's not an instant process. I believe it can take some time.
Right.
So I think that's the percentage. That's why if it's on appeal, it's a larger fee because it's a longer period.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Search for it inside of the community, William. If not, post about it and then see if you can put together like a Zoom with the couple people already are doing it or want to scale it up and create a system out of it.
Got it.
Yeah, 10K a month doesn't hurt. Why not?
Right.
Yeah, I think you don't have to be a lawyer to do it either, right?
No, this is literally what I'm thinking of is literally just, it's an application, so it's not even a lawyer issue. It's just.
I think there's you can be a preparer.
Yeah.
So if you figure it out, maybe
they'll pay for it though. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. Yeah.